Hi friends, continuing to the chapter, the service marketings. Service encounters, learn objective, overing of the chapters to provide a comprehensive evaluation of an encounters that a customer has in the service context, with the contact personnel, other customers and the equipment technology. In particular, the chapter objectives are to demonstrate both the frequency and the variety of an interaction faced by the customer in the service encounters, to empathize the significance and the managerial implications associated with the customer interaction in the service encounters, to outline the distinguish between the features of an interpersonal interactions between the customers and the employees and the principal causes of a satisfaction and the dissatisfactions with their interactions, to provide an insight into the frequency and the importance of a customer to the customer interactions, and some method for the contactability management, to present recent research on the customer's interaction with the technology based services and the principal causes of insatisfaction and the dissatisfaction with the interactions. Introductions. Service encounter has been identified as a key component of a current agenda for the service marketing. As noted in the previous chapters, every time the customer comes into the contact with any aspects of a services delivery system, they are presented with the opportunity to evaluate the service provider and from an opinion of its service quality. A customer may from an impression about the quality of an dentist work, for example, from brief conversation, a wallpaper in the surgery, irrespective of a nature and the length of the contact, each encounter represents an important monument of the truth for the customer. Latter term, originally introduced by the Norman, has more recently been termed the bullfight metaphor by the Madsons, as it underlines strongly the uniqueness and the importance of an every encounters between the customers and the service providers. Stockyards provides helpful definitions of service encounters, refining to it at the period of time during which a customer directly interacts with the services. This acknowledgement the notions from the before chapters that the customer have multiple points of contact. Furthermore, the customer relates to the period of the time when asked to recall the incidents of the services. Two examples are now given below. Example 1. Mother takes a 5 years old daughter to the kiddies fun and fitness class at a leisure center. Saw details of a kiddies fun and fitnesses class on a leisure center website. Rang leisure centers to inquire about the new services. Parked the car outside the leisure center. Met the girl running the classes and talked about what would happen. Saw a new fitness studio. Met other kids in the class. Sat outside with the other mothers while the class took place. Example 2. Adult male requires a quick repair on car. Rang deliver where a car last serviced. Found a new dealership with the taken over. Rang the new dealership. Dropped the car off at a dealership, parking a space available. Explaining the problem to the man at a dealership, his role not clear. Rang up later, not contacted as promised. Saw a female receptionist. Chatted to the another customer while the receptionist in the back office. Take over the repairs. Bill less than expected. Exhaust adjusted, free of charges. Picked up the car and drove home. The example of an fit shock stack definition of an encounter. Her definition includes the interpersonal interactions and also the customer contact with the physical facilities, technology, and other tangible elements. Interaction that the highlighted in the service delivery system because of the separatability characteristic of the services. Encounters will be frequent in the service delivery system. Because of the intangibility characteristics of the services, the tangible aspects are important. That it is the people the customers meet as well as the physical surrounding and the equipment. Because of the heterogeneous characteristics of the services, there will be a differences in the nature and the customer pre- perceptions of the encounter. In these characters, we can examine the significance of an service encounters as well as the related managerial issues. This is followed by a detailed look at the first three of the following typical of the interaction. Customer with the service employees, customer with the fellow customers, customer with the technology and equipment, customer with the physical environment. The customer interaction with the physical environment will be covered in the upcoming. Given the nature of a four different of an interaction, the theory on the services encounters draw on the elements of a communication theory, interpersonal skills, sociology, environmental and conjugative psychology, enormous, and the human-machine interfaces. In this content of one of the first tasks facing a service management is to identify which encounters with the service personal customers find the most dissatisfactory or the satisfactory. Bitter et al. Used the critical incident technique to help to identify the source of insatisfaction and the dissatisfaction. Customer to help to identify the source. Customers cross the three high contacts. Service industries, hotels, restaurants, and the airlines were asked to describe a specific intents during the service that they will have received, in which particularly the good or a poor services interaction has occurred. The study identified that 699 incidents, 347 satisfactory and 352 dissatisfactory. Of the 347 satisfactory incidents, 86 were from the airlines, 165 from the restaurant, and 96 from the hotel. Of the 352 dissatisfactory incidents, 77 from the airlines, 199 from the restaurants, and 84 from the hotels. The analysis of a result revealed a number of an employee behavior that directly influenced the customer satisfaction and the dissatisfaction with the service experiences. The larger proportions of the satisfaction incidents occurred as a result of an unprompted and unsolicited actions by the employee, which generally gave a customer to a pleasant surprise. For example, going to a regular restaurant to find that the seating have been arranged in advance specially for you. You as you would want it. On the other occasion, customer unexpectedly received the special or an individual treatment for the another reason. For instance, they may have been given a vegan menu even though the restaurant had not been noticed before of a special requirement. The large proportion of an dissatisfactory encounter related to the employee's incapability and unwillingly to respond in the service failure situation. To illustrate this, if customer has been responded in a service failure situation, to illustrate this, if the customer has been allocated an unsuitable hotel room by the mistake, employees did not appear to be either concerned about the situation or prepared did not to do anything about it. They would frequently communicate their retulence to act by the non-verbal as well as by the verbal communication, shrugging their shoulders, for example, to indicate that there was nothing as they could do about the situation. In general, most of the satisfactory and the unsatisfactory incidents related to the presence or absence, respectively, of an employee's abilities to reverse the service delivery system failures, be adaptable in responding to the special customers' needs or requests, take a spontaneous action. In the upcoming examples, we are providing an appropriate and an inappropriate employees' actions related to the three categories. In a follow-up surveys, which the analysis employs critical incidences, the same three categories above were identified together with the four categories. Coping with the difficult customers. It is reassuring to the service manager that a similar source of insatisfaction and the dissatisfaction have been confirmed by both the customers and the employees. Furthermore, each category represents a source of both satisfaction and dissatisfaction. Management effort can be challenged into improving the customer satisfaction by concentrating on those categories. Customer sources of satisfaction and dissatisfaction with the customer employee interactions. Category: recovery of a service system failure. The type of servicing issue facing employee. Unavailable services. Exemplar: customer tries to pick up, hire the car. One order is not available. Example of an satisfactory employee response. Upgrade the car, often followed by the positive word of mouth. Example of an unsatisfactory employee response. Imply it was the customer's fault. Didn't fill in the necessary paperwork. Critical incidents studies can provide a lot more details about the specific event and the behavior that underlie the services encounter dissatisfaction that can be a standard customer satisfaction survives. However, the techniques only tends to focus on an incident leading to the customer's delight and the top end of the scale and the dissatisfaction at the bottom, and many miss out of on merely satisfaction encounters in the middle. The next stage in the successful management of this form of an encounter is to train, motivate, and reward the staff to exhibit the behavior that leads to satisfactory encounters. The result of an above study highlighted the important role employees have to play in keeping the customer informed about what it is happening in the service system. In order to be able to do this effectively, employees themselves need to know what is going on and have a shared understanding of what the organization is trying to achieve. They need to possess the knowledge about the service provider as well being able to demonstrate a wide range of an interpersonal skills. In order to be able to respond appropriately in service failing situations, frontline employees need to be given the power to take the actions without continuing the reference to higher authority. Many of these ideas are encapsulated in the notion of an employee empowerment that it is discussed more carefully in the upcoming. In their captivity as a relationship manager, employees have the powerful significantly to reduce the previous uncertainty of the customer and consequently improve relationship quality. Managerial implications arising out of a research above, there are two actions in particular which should lead to an improvement in the customer's satisfaction. First, plan for an effective service recovery. Interestingly, 23% of the accounts of satisfactory incidents relate to the employee responses to service failures. Even if there was an initial customer disappointment within service failure, a successful recovery of a situation by an employee can lead to a high level of an ultimate customer satisfaction. Clearly, service failures should be avoided, but equally clearly they do happen, and service recovery policies can be designed and planned where customers perceive that an organization has not done through its response to the service failure. This leads to the dissatisfaction and the negative words of mouth. For example, it is not unusual, especially at the time of writing, for the UK railway trains to break down or be delayed. Given the frequency of such occurrence, passengers expect that the train operators to have an efficient recovery system in the place. If they do not, the negative word of a mouth that follows affect the whole transport system. Second, communicate with the employees about all the parts of a business. Employees need to be flexible and give flexible responses when anything, even slightly unusual, occurs in an interaction with the customers. To do so, employees need to know that the implication of their actions on all the parts of a business, for example, the kind gestures of a giving the hotel guests of a vase flowers, may not be and wise useless. The employee knows who's paid for the another one, whether there is a budget code and who is responsible for the replacement. Similarly, the new school teacher could be given the flexibility to rearrange a classroom in an open plan environment to meet the pupil need, but only in the full knowledge of its effect on the other classes, teachers, and administrative staffs. Customer to the customer's interaction. Although it may be difficult for a servicing provider to identify and control the interpersonal exchanges between the customer in the service environment, such exchanges have the potential to affect the customer's perception of the quality of a services provided in the presence of other customers. Customer to customers interactions inevitably occurs. It may be just as a casual conversation, such as that the chat at the desk in the car showroom. However, it may be the key to service the purchases, where the demonstration by the daughter of her enjoyment of being with the other children was very important element of the services. Encounter, despite the potential significant effect on service encounter. Customer to the customer interactions have tended to be neglected dimension of a service experiences. However, they are a helpful research finding in this area which yields a number of an managerial implication. We start this with a summary of an research findings. Form of customer to the customer interactions. There are two types of participations. Interactions between the acquaintance. People often consume service with a friend and friend of an relatives. They carry out the shopping with a purchase pulse. In the content of an furniture shopping, for example, a survey showed that only 27.3% of an sample of an customers shopped alone, while over 50% shopped in the pairs. For some people, interacting with the acquaintance, it is an internal part of an services. Regulars sit in the same seat at the bar or a pub every day, or sit at the same table in the bingo hall every Thursday night. In these cases, services organization provide the premises for the third place for the acquaintance to meet. The behavior of the acquaintance is given. Service setting may vary in the different countries. This can be observed with respect to the role of a male partner in the female clothing outlets. In Marks and Spencers in the UK, for example, male will sit in a waiting area outside the female fitting rooms, and in the many cases may not even see the proposed purchase being tried on there by the female partners. In contracts in the Greece, the couple wishes the male to have a more actively safe in purchase, and a waiting area for the males would be redundant. There is some evidence that service the companies may wish to facilitate the interactions between the acquaintance. For example, hairdressers will encourage you to bring a friend to enhance the social aspects of the services. Equally, the provision of an adult crisis where the people can wait while their companion was trying to on the garments is an acknowledgement that the people often shop in a pair of groups. However, there is an surprisingly little published research on the interaction between the purchase pulse and the effects of such interactions on a purchase behavior. Despite the fact that it is acknowledged that one purchase behavior that it is easy for a salespeople to identify is the utilization of a shop buying companion or a purchase poll. In the car sales room context, for example, it is behaved that the customer utilization of a companion indicates a lack of an experience and a greater susceptibility to the salesperson influences. Second, interaction between the strangers or an acquaintance influences. People often consume the services in the presence of the other consumers and interact with them. A stranger may recommend a certain type of an beer in the public horses or a holiday destination. In a travel agent, more annoyingly, a stranger may blow the smoke into your face in a restaurant. Often strangers are very knowledgeable about the services that you are sharing or about the product available in a service environment. For example, a lady who was thinking to buy an puppy obtained sufficient quality advices from the yellow customer in the waiting room at a veterinary practice that the risk of an purchase was reduced considerably. She was also advised on the issue such as the hip counts, reliable local breeders, and the insurance plans, and it only took half an hour. Some customers are more likely to interact with the fellow customers than others, migrant and other outers. Identify the categories of customers who are the most likely to engage in on-site conversation with the strangers in an retail settings. The over international influencers were categorized as being the help seekers, reactive helpers, and the proactive helpers. Reactive helpers respond readily to the request from the other shoppers for the information. Proactive helpers go out of their way to engage in the conversation and offer the advice to the fellow shoppers. Some shoppers plays a more than one of their roles. Interestingly, there is some evidence that the people who regularly find themselves acting in the role of an shoppers for the people product related information. Customers seems to be able to identify the responses on the knowledgeable fellow shoppers. Interactions between the strangers can be viewed positively or negatively by the participants. In a study of interaction in the Florida, the theme parks, consumers were asked to recall in their own words any critical incidences they have encountered with the strangers. They were almost equal number of the positive, that is 49%, and the negative 51% interactions. Many of the incidents describes related to the sociability, meeting another couple and spending the time with them in the pub, or to the matters of an protocol annoying with the queue jumpers. In the garden center contest in the UK, conversation with the fellow customers were almost always viewed positively. In the remainder of these sessions, we concentrate on a customer to customer interactions between the stranger. Frequency of occurrence of a customer to the customer's interactions. There are several types of services from which the customer to the customer interactions are central to the successful operations. Services such as the group coach or a walking holiday, aerobic or the language classes, or specters, sports or a music concerts depend on an interaction between the customers to provide a social dimension. Share knowledges or the experience or simply create an atmosphere. However, the customer to customer interactions occur frequently in the service environment that are not necessarily designed to engage them. In a study of an US shopping mall, it was found that 23% of a sample customers had a conversation with a person that they had just met in the mall. In the UK, 13% of a sample of consumers have talked to the stranger consumer in an audit center of a day of an survey, and almost 33% of consumers could recall such conversation on a previous visit. The percentage, when multiplied by the consumers throughout in these environments and the many similar ones, demonstrate that there are millions of often spontaneous customer to customer interaction taking place every day in service setting. Factor stimulating the customer to customer interactions. Risk reduction is often a stimulation for engaging in on site conversation with the strangers in the service settings, with the consumers adopting the role of an helping seekers seeking credible opinion and the information. Does this crafts go with this top? Is this the right platform for the trains to the airport? Does I sit here to wait for the doctor? Quite often, interaction starts from some form and physical assistant. It is a common in a train or air travel for the passengers to help the others with the bags and the luggages, and this act as an icebreakers to prolong the conversation which can last the length of a journey. Hospital patients use the pretext and reading a newspaper for helping to clear up the food trays to start the conversation with a new arrival on the wards. In each of these examples, it is possible for a stranger to get to know each other in a safe conversation about the safe environment. Travel related conversations are very common between the passengers and on a train plane, whereas the accounts of an illness or a common places between the patient in a hospital ward. It is not usual for the people in such environment to share the negative experiences but about the services. To be able to have a mutual moan about the train delay, hospital foods, or queuing for services is often benefited to the people concerned. And these interactions can act as in safety values for the service organizations. Just as a service environment, it is can be stimulated for the customer to customer interaction. So can physical products on the display. If a customer survey in an IKEA store in the northwest of England, almost 50% of a conversation between the strangers were product related. For example, one customer would ask another in a bed quilt would suit a certain room setting, or where she purchased the product she was carrying in her bag. Managerial implications from the researchers' finding, especially these on customer to customer interactions between the strangers, there are the action that service organization can take with recognize the customer's satisfaction to be gained from the positive interactions and the dissatisfactions associated with the negative interactions. First, view the customer as an human resources. In a discussion of social support in the service sector, it has been maintained that by supporting each other's consumers may carry out the function normally associated with the employees. Sometimes the consumers will be even more effective than paid employees. So there are a more readily available and the absence of an profit motive will tend the credibility to their advice. Retail service managers will need to accept that on-site consumers represents a credible, willing and able human resources and their own employees can learn from the consumers rather than directing their management efforts at keeping consumers apart or at the training employees to interview one to make a sales service companies concentrate on training the staff to the facilitators of it consume to the consumer interactions and how not to intervene in the consumer conversation. Plan to facilitate the interactions. The process of actively managing customers to the customer encounters in such a way was to enhance the satisfying encounters and minimize the dissatisfying encounters, in one part of which the Martin and the Pranter called compatibility management. They identify a number of roles of services provided may play in the managing customers' compatibility. Rifleman. This role involves targeting the organization, marketing the activity as the customer segment that are likely to demonstrate the compatibility behaviors during the service experiences. Holiday companies, for example, stress in their brochures that certain resort destinations are quite and partially suitable for our young children. This is designed to discourage yourself travelers who might be looking for exciting the nightlife and the opportunity to meet the other often similar ages with which the same interest. Tour operators realizes that even a few negative encounters between these two customers group could potentially damage the perceptions of the quality of the service providers. Environmental engineers. Assuming this role, the service provider would design the service setting before the customers arrive to produce compatible behaviors when they are present. This might include an offering separate seatings to the smokers and the non-smokers in the restaurant, and dimmed lights and the special booth for the romantic meeting between the couples. Legislators. In this role, the service providers lay down the certain rules that the customer have to abide by to receive the services. For instance, a golf club may expect all the members to sign a member book every time they were used and course and wear an evening dress for all the official club functions. Having clearly defined sets of behavioral rules immediately gives the members a point of reference for their dealing with the other in the club. Matchmakers. Here, the service providers actively promotes the services to specific groups that are likely to share the common experiences and the problems and consequently are more likely to benefit in the same way from the service experiences. A beauty consultant, for example, offers a special consulting services to the young mothers with newborn babies. They are often uncertain about how to make the most of their appearances when trying to regain their shapes after the childbirth. They frequently also experiences that the skin problems and the benefits from the specialist makeup advice. The consultant is able to use the experiences of her group members when presenting her material. Teacher. Teacher have the responsibility of educating the customers into their role in the service encounters, thus avoiding any confusion or potential conflict between the customers. Flight attendant, for example, play the role of an teacher when they transfer the customer from the waiting lounge onto the plane. They request the customers from the waiting lounge the customer board the plane in order of a row number allocated on the ticket. Although this clearly have an operational benefit, it is also avoids the potential impersonal conflict between the waiting passengers who might accuse each other of queue jumping. Santa Claus. In this role, the service provider rewards the customer who exhibit the behaviors that result in a positive encounter between the customers. For example, one customer found telling another how to place a monetary deposit in the shopping trolley to release it for use might be rewarded with a discount of his or her own grocery purchases. Alternatively, a customer recommending a product to the another in the store might be rewarded with a free gifts. Police officer. Here the service provider is responsible for ensuring that the designated rules and the codes of conduct are being followed by all customers. The doorman at the nightclub, for instance, might operate in this capacity, turning away the customers who do not conform to the appropriate dress code. Cheerleaders. As the title suggests, this role involves encouraging customers in the service environment to work together and share the common experiences that relate to the services being provided. For example, the receptionist in the dentist waiting room might be asked by the anxious patient whether a particular treatment is painful. If the receptionist have never had the treatment, she might ask another patient who has the treatment to offer the reassurance of the first customer. The receptionist is acting as a facilitator in the exchange between the two customers. A more overt example of an cheerleader behavior is demonstrated by the holiday couriers, whose main task is to encourage a good time atmosphere among the customers sharing the same holiday package. As the customers are involved in both form of an interpersonal encounter identical above in the exchange with the employees and with the other customers. Service manager are concentrated about that motivation customers should take to be in the part of an encounter and how their general contributions can be controlled and managed. The nature and the extent of the customer participation in the service delivery system is clearly very important, as are the strategies to manage the customer contribution. These issues are discussed in the upcoming interactions between the customer and the technology equipments. Interpersonal interactions have received the most attention in the services marketing literature. However, the advance in the technology and the equipments have resulted in a greater likelihood that the customers will interact with the machines during the period of a time they are in contact with the service. That is, as an example, where the first interaction was with the website of an leisure club. Intent we are described in the previous one of the key dimension of a service oriented business is that it should enhance service capability through the uses of state-of-the-art technology. The impact of the internet on the services provision is a wide-ranging. In the service sector, it is used most for the travelers, entertainment, and the financial services purchases. In the retail sector, it is used most of the purchase of books and music, office products, toys, and computers. We concentrate here, therefore, on consumer sources of insatisfaction and dissatisfaction with the technology based services and the managerial implications. Strategy for the services via the internet. Consumer source of insatisfaction and the dissatisfaction with the technology based services. A further critical incidence research study was carried out to demonstrate the consumer sources of satisfaction and dissatisfaction with the technology based services. Technology included in the survey were automated the airline ticket machine, automated hotel checkouts, car rental machines, ATMs, internet, shopping, internet information searches, and a pay at a pump terminals. An analysis of critical incidences revealed three categories of a source satisfaction and the four categories of a source of an dissatisfaction. Source of satisfaction solves an immediate problem, perceived as a better than the interpersonal alternative, perform operations successfully. Source of dissatisfaction technology failure, process failure, poor designs, customs driven failure. The most frequent cited sources of a satisfaction with the technology based services was the perception that it was better than that the international alternatives. Consumers perceived savings in the time and or money, especially when they did not find the need to deal with a salesperson. For example, as the pay to the pump terminals, a further 21% of the incidents were described as satisfactory because the technology performed the service operation successfully. That is it, what it is supposed to do. That it is a source of satisfaction is probably a reflection of a relief or a mistrust in the technology. As expectations with the technology and the machine changes over time, this particular sources of unsatisfaction may be less frequency. The other source of unsatisfaction was the solving of an immediate problem, 11%. For example, birthday greetings can be emailed to your friend, relative even after the post had gone, or money can be drawn out of an ATM to pay for the midnight taxi home. The most frequent cited sources of dissatisfaction with the technology based services was the failure of the technology, 43%. The airline ticket machines was out of order, for example, or the ATM swallowed. The card not appear apparent reason. Poor design, especially of the internet websites, was cited in 36% of an unsatisfactory incidents. Either the system was confusing to the customers resulting, for example, in ordering the same books twice, or it was inflexible, for example, giving the opinion of a gift delivered one day to the cardholder's address. Process failures, 17% occurred when the technology was fine, but there was another problems such as items that were ordered over the internet being delivered to the wrong address or on the wrong day. Occasionally, customers admit responsibility for unsatisfactory incidents. Customer-driven failures, 4%, have resulted from the demagnetized strips of credit cards and anonymous, careless with the music orders website, resulting in 200 copies of a same CD. Managerial implications. Manager can learn not only from the categories but also from a comparison with the sources of an satisfaction and dissatisfaction with the interpersonal services outlined in the coming. Three implications for the manager of a technology-based services are now discussed. First, plan for an effective service recovery. It is accepted that somehow the breakdowns or failures are inevitable. Strategies for the services recovery need to be in a place. It was seen that the empowerment of an employee was an option within interpersonal interaction, and also that the effective service recovery resulted in the customer satisfaction. With the technology-based services and the absence of in-service employees, the key, the key to receive the recovery will lie in enabling the customer themselves to resolve the problems. To this, service organizations require an in-depth understanding of a situation experiences by the customers. What are their frustrations? What are the issues associated with the remembering order numbers, accounts names and passwords? What are the main navigation problems consumers have with the internet shopping? To obtain such depth of an understanding and the subsequent development of a self-recovery systems is likely to enquire the shopping with the consumer's style research in the context of an internet or the other technology-based encounters rather than the survey-based research. Second, involve customers. The inseparability characteristics of an several and 10 levels of an customer's involvement in the service encounters. In interpersonal encounters in retail environment, it has been published that the customer often have the product and the process knowledges that it is better than that of an employees and prepared to share the expertise under the certain conditions. Actively encouraging the customer's involvement can be advantageous to the service provider. But do the customer involvement can be advantageous to the service provider? But do the customer understand how they are expected to perform? Are they able to perform as expected? Are they valued? There is evidence that those who design the technology not to appreciate the lack of a consumer understanding of how they are expected to perform. There is even a design website for a silly consumer queries received at a computer helplines. On reading them, is a lack of an empathy with the customer's role clarity, abilities and motivations. There is a consumer experiences gap where a consumers what simplifies the way they get complexity, where they want the services they will get the technology, where they want to accomplish their goals and they may get completing the features. With the technology based services, it is even more important to view the customers in the human resources for the service organization, empathize with them and involve them in the human resources strategies in order to resume the consumer experiences gap. Customize the services. With the international services, many of the record resources of a customer's satisfaction related to the employees. Abilities to respond to the special customers, read needs or requests, or to the employees acting spontaneously for the individual customers. Customers are highly satisfied where it has been demonstrated that the service organization or its representatives have tailored the service to them. With the technology based services, there is an opportunity for the services to customized as a matter of course, which may lead to them being preserved as a better than the interpersonal alternatives. The most obvious experiences example of a customer when a book have arrived in their preferred category. Customization is an opinion, however, with all the technology based services where a particular customer frequency and the types of a purchase are routinely recorded. The danger here is one of an complacency. Is the services really providing the customization that lead to the satisfaction and the repeat purchases? Service companions will still need to carry out the researches into a source of an customer loyalty as well as the customer satisfaction with the technology based services. Strategies for the services via the internet. For some products, services and or the goods, the potential for selling over the internet is much greater than for the others. What are the criteria that makes a product a candidate for a successful internet selling? Rosen and Howard list the following: statically less important, generally unpleasant in the store experiences, customizing important, personal nature, high margin, cheap to the ship, instant gratification less important, standard price sensitive, gift orientated, info intensive. Financial and the travel services fit most of the criteria as to do such a good things as the music and the books. On the other services such as a medical or an educational and the other goods such as clothing or furnishing tend to fit fewer of the criteria and consequently have the less of a presence on the internet. Where a service or a goods does have a potential for internet sellings, companies' strategies for the internet usages can vary. Largely, they fall into two camps: online or on-site, clicks or bricks. Online and on-site, that is clicks and bricks. With the clicks or bricks strategy, companies favors their either online or on-site product sellings. The online options offers the advantage of 24-hour access time for the customers and a global customer base. However, for the physical goods, the selection and the picking services is once again the responsibility of the retailer. There are still a consumer trust problem to do with the security of the payment and the lack of an sensory expert experiences, sight, smell, human contact may be disadvantages. For the retailers of a good, the backstage, logistic and the delivery systems are complex and costly. Within a click and a bricks strategy, companies are using the internet as an effective shop window to support on-site retail or a service offers. The internet is integrated into retail and service marketing strategy as possessed to being an alternative channel for the direct sales. Borders bookstores, for example, make the internet services available in their stores to facilitate the ordering. Barbecue in the UK use their websites to provide the general help and informing as to which product can be bought in store. Both the general public and the traders. In the United States, there is some evidence that retailers expanding virtually through an internet presences are also growing physically through store expansions. Summary: the service encounter has received a considerable attention from the academic and the manager alike because it is believed that a single interaction can affect a customer's total perfection of an service organization. The service encounters has a distinct element which can be controlled and managed. There are a number of characteristics that distinguish the interpersonal services encounter interactions from one form of human interactions. Knowledge of these discussing character helps service providers to identify, understand, and subsequently manage interpersonal interactions between and among the employees and the consumers, and to access the critically the level of an customer's participation in the service encounter. Technology-based services are becoming more commonplaces, and it is noted that by the nature of an interaction, sources of satisfaction and the dissatisfaction with such services are different to those associated with interpersonal services. Companies, particularly those adopting clicks and bricks strategies, can benefit from understanding the differences. Customer interactions in the service encounters with the physical environment or the service gap are discussed. Having read this topic, you should be able to define the service encounter and the categories, the various types of an interaction the customers may be during the encounter. Break down service encounters into the multiple points of an contact that the customer has within the service. Appropriate the manager implications associated with the customer's interaction with the employees, with other customers, and with the technology and the equipments. Categorize the causes of customer satisfaction and dissatisfaction through the interaction with the employees and the technology-based services. Understanding the significance of a customer parts of an human resources present in the service encounters. A consumer's experiences. Consumer experiences provides an illustration of a customer's experiences where a considerable amount of money was paid for a service that proved to be an memorable. It provides a refer point for the later sessions in the upcoming. It is written by the Peter who, with his wife Christine, flew from the UK for an Easter holiday in Las Vegas with the tour operator Atos. It starts with the airline's welcome meet held in the Planet Hollywood store. Exhibits 1. Consumer account of a sunset trail ride and barbecue dinner. At the welcoming meeting, we were given the details of all the tours, shows we could book through the air tours. Flight over the Grand Canyon, visits to the Hoover Dam, and various variety shows. The air tours representative went through them all in a presentation complete with the slides. The particular tour that she really got excited about, however, was the Sunset Trail Ride tour. It involved a short drive to the Red Rock Canyon to a ranch, followed by the 2 horse rides with a cowboy, and then a meal of an barbecued steak, beans, and a corn and a cab. Enjoying list sitting around the campfire under the desert stars. We had originally planned to revisit the Grand Canyon, but Christina and I both liked the idea of canyon ride, although neither of us had ever ridden a horse before. It seems like the others and the presentation had the same idea and similar reservations that it was possible for the novice from 4 to 94 years of ages being our 50s therefore appeared not to be drawback. It seems, however, the quite expensive at $139 per person, so we didn't book on the spot. 2 days later, we decided to opt from the Canyon ride and sacrifice the Grand Canyon tour, which were told by the another couple was a bit disappointing with just a flight for 20 minutes around a small part of Grand Canyon. The day came and we arrived at the pickup point at an Exebular hotel. The bus driver handed out 2 pages insurance disclaimer to all of us, and we had to tick and assign at least 20 boxes. We began to wonder what we would let ourselves in for. We went on to warn us not to overcome our riding skill as the cowboy might put us on the horse that we would not control. This seems to be cause her style, and so he quickly responded by saying, complete the novice would get the gentle horses such as Buttercup and similar rather than the Thunder or the Bullet. With the high side, it was a part of our experiences, a window, the group of them to get them talking. Soon the scenery became spectacular with the beautiful red rocks, and we arrived at the ranch. The driver could not resist one last dig at us by pointing out a trail high into the mountains that we were going to ride on. At the ranch, we all had to put up front. It seems strange to be paying by the credit card in such an environment, including a generous tips to that as yet unknown cowboys and girls. Then they came along and introduced themselves, Big Jim, Hop, Randy, Jody, etc. 10 in all wearing the hats and the spurs on their boots. There were 50 customers on their trial ride. Others were turned away, list and were there. We would see the horses in a fenced area. It was a 10. No turning back. Big Jim asked if anyone was nervous. 5 women, including Kristen, confessed and were made a fuss of and fixed up with the horses. No man confessed and repeated, and I wasn't going to be the first. Big Jim did, however, drawn in addition to the lack of an male honestly, which revealed that the tension was a bit. Christian was on Dusty and I was on the Charlie, but we were separated and could not share our misgivings. The cowboy, girls and boys briefly demonstrated how we should steer and stop the horse with the reins. This was hard to make it and quite scary. When we set off, I have over use the reins, and we have shouted at don't pull hard on Cherokees. He had got a sensitive mouth. He is not a good start. The next part is taken from the Christian Diary of a Holiday. My horse was an Anbelo with a blue eye called Dusty. Peter's brown one with the pedal marking. Cherico. We had to ride on our own, no one walking beside us, up a very steep hill, along a very rocky and something sandy terrain. Very frightening at the first, and my stripes were too high, one higher than the another, so my legs were really aching and rigid the whole time. Stopped for the photos and sheer doors. Stunning views, but the sunset hammered by a few clouds. A tall Nicole, a cowgirl, adjusted my stairs up, but I was still itching. Saw a cowhead when we got back. I couldn't get off the horse. So Peter and a cowboy lifted me off my leg were likely jelly. They have then we had an enormous steak, corn on the cob, jacket potato, beans and antessors, and then a roasted marshmallows on the campfire. Finally, a drive back with a view of an Las Vegas light, a quite spectacular. The whole account seems fairly negative, but our legs begins to function properly only 5 minutes after getting off the horse. And round the campfire, everyone was in a high spirit, sharing the experience and the fears. Christians say that we would got a lot of in mileages out of this back home. These photos have been out of all our friends, embellished with the stories of an our ride up the canyon. It was certainly the highlight of a Las Vegas holidays. Even silly things take an greater meaning, such as a cowboys on the horseback communicating by the mobile phones and us sitting around the campfire after singing the home on the range was being given by the ranch website. It is interesting that the pain and the fear, the latter no doubt orchestrated to a certain extent by the service provider, contributed greatly to the Christian and Peter's experiences. The satisfaction and the relief of conquering the pain and the fear and sharing it with our other customers was positive. The scenery and the contact will have made the experience possible, but their participation and the encouragement in the service was the key to their evaluation. The photograph taken by the cowboys and the girls were the tangible items that locked the memories. What has been so far in this chapter is probably not too surprising. So why is the topic of consumer experiences capturing the interest of an academic and the participation at the start of the 21st century? Reason for the internet interest in the consumer's experiences. There are three main related reasons for the upsurge in the internet in the consumer's experiences. First, the economics of selling experiences. Second, the move towards providing the theoretical retail service offer. 3. The closures of third or a great good places. The economics of selling experiences. As a method, briefly in the previous one, Pine and Gilmore have advised that the advanced economics have moved not to what they call as an experience economy. The arrival at this position is via a historical progression of an economic value from extracting the commodities to make goods, to deliver the services, to staging the experiences. This progression is shown. As we move along from the left to the right, Pine and Glimser argues the offers move from being undifferentiated to being differentiated, and from the beginning irrelevant to the customer's needs to be being relevant to the customer needs. But importantly for them, it is moved from a cheap market pricing to the premium pricing. One can charge a premium price in the experiences economy for staging a differential experiences which is relevant to the customer needs. Support for the arguments can be seen. For example, in the Christmas services being offered by the event planners to the families in the US for the prices of up to 30,000 euros, families can enjoy the Christmas festivities by avoiding the fuss. For around 27,000 euros, the deals may include 3 Christmas trees. decorating of 7 fireplaces, crystal tableware, shopping for a present, cooking the turkey, and signing the Christmas cards with a look-alike signature. This is to provide what the purchasers regards as the real Christmas experiences, something they could not provide themselves. According to the providers, the business has taken off in the December 2000 as never before. Similarly, customers are willing to pay $139 each for a trial ride in the Canon will all the cowboy cafe ambience and experiences, where a 2 hours ride, a service could normally be purchased for less than that half amount. A UK consumer behaviors consultant advises that the people are telling us that they are oversupplied with the merchandise and unsupplied with the experiences. The houses are full of the stuff, and there's a feeling that an experiential lost a lifetime. While a product wears out, if indeed consumer experiencing the need for staggered experiences rather than the manufacturing good, that the Pine and the Gilmore recounts that organizations such as retailer or shopping center managers could stage the consumer experiences and charge an entry fee. This may not be far-fetched given the possibility of a customer to pay for tangible mementos such as the rainforest cave, t-shirts after the dining experiences. Despite being oversupplied with the merchandise, it is quite possible that Peter Christian is or any of their fellow customers would have purchased the Red Rock Canyon Trail Ride t-shirt or a cowboy hat had been available in their post ride or even via the internet. Thank you.